Look up from your telescope, take me on this journey home. I don't wanna wait no more. Look up from your telescope, take me on this journey home. I don't wanna wait no more. Look up from your telescope, take me on this journey home. I don't wanna wait no more. Look up from your telescope, take me on this journey.
Hey y'all. Hey. Welcome. I'm on time. Your girl Erica Vane is on time. Let me see who's all in here. Wait a second, cause child. Hey. Ashley, Monique, Cheyenne, Madison, Emily. Pause. I think you gotta scroll up. Oh, it's a delay. Maya, pizza lover, y'all gotta bear with me. I am actually traveling right now. I'm back at home in Baltimore. I actually have a 6 a.m. flight, so it's crazy. My schedule is like ridiculous. Hold on, let me mute this. I was like, I have to go live, even though I have a freaking flight at 6 a.m. So here I am. This live is going to be about 30 minutes. I wanted to hop on here and chop it up. I wanted to talk about the episode 12 because we have been waiting for it, child. We made it through the second little mini break slash hiatus. Yes. Before I jump into the episode 12, I want to dial it back real quick and catch us all up on what happened on episode 11. Hopefully, everybody who was in the chat today um, has actually watched the episode already because it's big spoiler alerts. We're going to be talking about what happened in episode 12. Hey, y'all. Let me jump in these comment sections and reply to y'all while we catch up on episode 11. Jordan is sulking about not being able to play football anymore. And it's crazy to me because he seems more affected by not being able to play football than he is about Laura forcing him and Simone apart. Like, I can't with Jordan in this whole football is my dream now. All of a sudden, it's like you go in and out of different things. Like, I feel like in this moment, Jordan is acting like Spencer was when Spencer got shot. But like, Spencer has always been about this football life. Spencer always saw football as his way out, the way to take care of his family, the way that he was going to fulfill his purpose. And Jordan has not. Like, Jordan wavers so much. So I was really thrown off a bit by him not necessarily feeling a way or necessarily acting out about him not being able to be with Simone, because I honestly feel like in this season we have seen Jordan care more about Simone than he has about his football career or school. Aya Green, HUH, Andrew Smith, hey y'all. And also, I wanted to really quick also plug one of the videos that is getting the most engagement right now. I did the video about Spencer and his superhero syndrome, which also manifested in this episode. So before again we jump into episode 12, let's take a look at Spencer's superhero syndrome. There's no father figure in the house, so he tries to step in and save the day in that. Tries to support his mom as best as he can. Tries to be the father figure for his little brother. So that creates a very interesting dynamic in and of itself. And then he's this all-star breakout athlete at school and is notable in his community. So then there carries a weight of like saving there. So it's like how great he is really becomes a thing that helps prop up the neighborhood and make the neighborhood look good or bring better praise to a situation where it typically will get downplayed. Like South Crenshaw is typically looked at as something that's super gang ridden and dangerous and not worthwhile and all of that. But if you have Spencer James, superstar, NFL hopeful, going to school here, thriving here, then that starts to become a little bit of a burden for him in reference to saving the reputation of his community, or standing up and being the bright light and a great example for his community. So I feel like all of the circumstances after Corey left created this funnel for Spencer to really be able to fall into this space of being the superhero, or feeling like he needed to be the superhero, and it became a part of his identity, and he just kind of ran with it. Right. Spencer's superhero syndrome was on full display in this episode, y'all. So it was a mixture, right? They had the discussion about whether they were going to take the knee and that was going to compromise the other players and their potential scholarship prospects. When I tell y'all I was holding my breath when they kneeled to forfeit at the start of the game, and then when the other team kneeled as well, I was like, oh, thank you. Thank you, Jesus. We got to make it to the playoffs. We got to get to college. Like, I know you want to support Tamika Spencer, but come on now. What did you guys think of the episode? Let me know in the comment section down below. I saw a couple questions that I do want to answer. While you are dropping in what you felt about the episode, I'm going to answer some of the questions. So this season has 19 episodes. I think I saw Cheyenne ask that question. This season has 19 episodes. Next week is going to be episode 13, and then they're going to take another break. And then that's going to be the last break for the season 3. And the next episode, episode 14, is going to return on June 14th. NK doesn't care about football. I can't with y'all. I cannot. Crazy episode. If I'm being Jaya said, I don't know if I'm being naive, but I don't see how forfeiting the game is going to change anything. Maybe that's just me being naive. No, Jaya, that's not you being naive. So what it would change is basically they have been down for most of their season, right? Like they have been playing catch up. They were losing games. They just started winning. So when you're losing, you're not necessarily getting college scouts to come out and look at you lose. And right now they're trying to play catch up to get other, like Chris is a senior. Spencer isn't the only senior on the team. Chris is a Chris is a senior. Chris is a Spencer. Chris is a senior, and there's other seniors on the team. So they need to keep on winning. They need to make it to playoffs, because the more that they're playing, the more opportunities they actually have to the more opportunities they have for a scout coaches to see them and scout them, and then them get college scholarships. So that's the importance of that. Yes, we was excited to see the team do that. So many of the things that I predicted happened in episode 12, which I'm really excited about. I'm glad that GW didn't choose violence, because I was expecting him to come into this episode and choose violence. But now we have a little bit more perspective into what's going on with Billy. If y'all haven't seen it already, I definitely did a video on if Billy was suffering from CTE. And I talked about, I didn't feel like he was suffering from CTE, but he definitely has a lot of trauma going on that he never dealt with from his childhood. So I'm so glad we got a little bit of confirmation for that. And we're going to see how the rest of that plays out. Can we take a second? Can we take a second, y'all, and talk about Olivia Latrice Baker? How do we feel now about Olivia? Because pretty much like 90% of y'all were in the comment section. I did a video of like if Olivia should have released the body cam footage, and y'all were like, yes, period, yes. And I wanted to do that video so that we could talk about all of the other potential repercussions for her actually releasing that body cam video. And then we learned in this episode that it was absolutely a problem. How do y'all feel now? YH It's Mel said, I knew Laura was working from the inside. Rachel, we ain't even gonna talk about how they Aunt Viv Simone mama, because they also did that to Layla's daddy. Like, at this point, should we have just waited to film these scenes? Because we're having 3 breaks in the season. I would have waited for Layla's real daddy and Simone real mama. I mean, sis definitely still brought it with the attitude, but I would have waited. DeLorean Graham said mixed feelings about Olivia. Madison said, I still think she was right by doing it. It just backfired. I got mixed feelings. Pizza lover said my girl Olivia is bad the way she came for everyone this episode. No, y'all. Like I feel like Olivia was kind of overcompensating for her privilege and with her guilt, and that's what really triggered her to um need to do something and need to make a stand and not necessarily come from a place of actually thinking about the full picture. She just needed to do something to help ease her guilt. And it just turned out that this action was that, and it actually winds up blowing up for everybody and really putting everybody in a very weird position. I got mixed feelings. I stand by what I said. Her mom had a plan and Olivia ruined it. Shari P, yeah. Yep. You were one of the ones that was like, yeah, from the jump. No, she shouldn't have did that. Yeah, y'all were right. I wasn't sure at first that it was so long. Like it had been 5 months since the actual killing of Tamika. So she had to been working on something for that amount of time to have not released it. Oh, okay. Let's talk about Preacher Mo. Because at this point, Tamia Cooper don't have no sympathy for me. So whatever Mo gonna do, Mo's gonna do. Are y'all concerned? Do y'all think that Coop might die or Preach might have to save her? Ooh, we'll talk about that next. We'll talk about Layla and Olivia next. Drop your comments about Preach, Mo, and Coop. And in the meantime, while I'm checking out y'all's comments, I do want to take time to wish happy birthday to some folks. So check this out. I want to take a second and shout out some birthdays. I love it when Preach is dead meat. I can't. What does that mean? What do you mean Preach is dead meat? Yes, Naya. Tamia Cooper. Mo is coming for her. I'm trying to figure out what she mean by ruin Coop's future. Like, is she going to ruin her career? Coop is already doing a really good job of ruining her own future, so she could just leave her alone and just let time work. Keys Glover, no worries that you're late. Yes, I wanted to make sure I did mine after Rondo because you guys go and support Rondo Glow. He's absolutely amazing. I really Dante analysis said I really thought Preach was gonna get ambushed. I don't know if I'm here for Preach and Mo rekindling whatever they trying to rekindle. Like this is not the love connection. And I didn't already had Grace and D'Angelo, so I don't really need any more. I don't need no more. Elena Williams said, I'm concerned that Preach might die to get Coop easier or to save Coop. I hope Preach doesn't die to try to save Coop. Because that'll be yet another body on Tamia's Cooper. HUH said Mo's plan's not gonna work. Toya E said Mo is plotting on Preach and Coop. I think Mo's plotting to get Preach, and I think that she's plotting on Coop. Naya said, I ain't got nothing to say about Tamia and her continuous missteps. Whatever Mo has coming for her, I mean, what y'all want me to say? All right, so on that note, we're going to segue and talk about Layla and Olivia because y'all want to do that. I am still processing, so I'm not necessarily going to say much on it. I would love to hear what you guys' thoughts are about Layla and Olivia in the comment section down below. In the meantime, check out the new merch, y'all. It's going to be available for pre-order right after this live. I'm rocking something right now, and I'm going to read your comments. So, Layla and Olivia, tell me what you think. Comment section. he did a super. Oh, so I'm gonna take a second and shout out Red Hawk. If you don't know already, he is my cousin and my family troll. The one who was in the video that I did where I actually gave you guys the new rules for the channel and all that stuff and cleared house at the end when he said Vanessa, he loves Vanessa basically and lived the best. So let's read his comment. Shout out to you. Thank you so much for your super chat. Ain't even seen the episode, but let me guess how this live gonna go. 25 minutes celebrating Spence waking up and brushing his teeth. 10 minutes about how angry he is, and 7 minutes for the rest of the cast. This show is about Spencer. I've never met somebody who does not like the main character of a show and the main character isn't a villain. So there's that. Red Hawk. I can't. All right, where are we at with Layla and Olivia? Shari P says I'm still over Layla and Olivia. Oh, Rashonda said, did Liv and Layla have a conversation that I missed? When did they become cool again? Yo, the second half of this season is moving, y'all. Like, things are happening and we're not getting to see them. So the fact that they were actually sitting on this couch and watching all this together and like Liv is like, oh yeah, can I take you up on offer for your help? I'm like, I would have loved to see the conversation of them actually deciding that they were going to pursue moving forward with their friendship, because this is moving a little bit too fast for me. And it's so funny because so many people had an issue with me talking about Layla and Spencer becoming friends again. And Liv and Layla are basically friends again, and it's only been another episode. So I think that that's coming really, really soon too. Toya E said Layla and Olivia's situation is temporary because Layla still likes Spencer. Do y'all agree? Kima said Layla and Olivia are both ignoring the elephant in the room because so much stuff is going on. Well, if we're going to talk about the elephant in the room, Olivia and Spencer are ignoring the elephant in the room and just frolicking around the world. Like, we don't really care about y'all getting coffee and smiling and this. Y'all need to talk. Like, we need a little closure. Josephine said, I like Layla again. Love, love, love her in this episode. Now, I will say this. I do think that Layla is going to show up this time. Like, she's actually going to be a friend. Now that her and Olivia are moving to a place of friendship, I think that she's actually going to be a friend this go round. So we can definitely expect better from her. See, Kelly, no worries. You're here now. Kelsey, sorry. Kelsey Glover said, I think Layla wants to be Olivia's friend, but she doesn't really know how to. So I think since they're already connecting, they might have to break later in episode 14. Maybe. Maybe. Madison said Layla definitely still has feels for Spencer. Are you saying that because you just love Olivia? Come on, Madison. I'm excited to do this breakdown video, y'all, because a lot of things have happened in this episode. I am looking forward to the episode 13. I didn't get to see all the trailer because I literally was behind with watching, and then I had to hop on this live with y'all, and I was like, I cannot be late because y'all will be like, Erica is late, and I was just not trying to have it. So I'm definitely going to go back and, of course, watch the episode 13 preview again because it moves so fast. Elena, you said I think that they should address and hash everything out before they become friends again. Who? Because there's a lot of people that need to hash some things out. I'm processing and I cringe when I saw these scenes. All right, but before I get off this live, y'all, before we start to wrap it up, because I'm only going to be on here for about 30 to 40 minutes, and we're coming up on the 30-minute mark, I do want to talk about Jermone, because y'all know I love Jermone. Y'all know I love Jermone. How do y'all feel about Jordan and Simone and what is happening right now? I did not expect for Simone's mom to come in like she was coming. I mean, aside from the attitude, but like them actually being able to stay married. Drop in the comment section down below. What do you think about Jordan and Simone? Hype to go to, hey. I'm checking out y'all's comments, but in the meantime, if you haven't already, y'all need to be following me on Instagram at ericavane.com. Y'all need to be following me on Twitter. Yeah, the new actors, them switching out the parents on us and giving us all these breaks. It's like, all right, y'all are pushing it. Don't change nothing else. Y'all don't have no more room to change nothing else. Y'all done had all y'all change passes. We're not doing it anymore. Lillian said Jordan and Simone were never meant to be because they had zero development, so don't care about them really. What? Why do y'all say that? My cousin says that too.
Okay, I'm not sneaking
He always
votes.
talks about how they just kind of threw them together, but I feel like Jordan and Simone had a little moment. Toya said the marriage will end. Joy said it feels like Jordan is done with the relationship. Hey, introverted Sagittarius, how are you? I definitely had to shout you out. You are on every single video. You post multiple comments, and I love you so much. Red is not a flavor said writers are trying to end Jordan and Simone's relationship quick. But it's not ending though. They keep getting presented with things and it's not ending. Naya says Jamone is making me nervous, like they about to break up in every episode, literally. Hey Antonio. Antonio said, I don't appreciate the disrespect her mama showed in Laura's own house. Yeah, well, we know Simone's mama just really don't have no coof, so we can kind of expect that. Nate said, I feel like Jordan needs to be more honest with Simone. Red Hawk said, Preach, nobody knows nothing about Simone. I don't know, y'all. I like it, and y'all know I say this in all like anytime I mention Jermone in my videos, I always say that I want to see the long distance relationship happen. I want to see Jordan jumping between All American and All American Homecoming. I want them to last. I honestly believe that they're actually one of the best couples on the show this season. I said what I said. They actually are healthily handling problems, getting to know each other better. They're operating better than these married couples, than these parents. If we're gonna be honest, Pre said you don't. They cool for a minute, but I don't see the chemistry anymore. What I think that they're setting us up for, especially with this episode, is like Jordan's distance with Simone is not about Aubrey, Bree. My niece is like frolicking y'all and thriving. She's the cutest thing ever. I love her so much. Um, the thing about Jordan, he is not distant from Simone in this episode because he's done with the relationship, in my opinion. And I'm going to talk about this in the video. I think that he's distant from this relationship or he's falling back from life because he really assigns his value to like things. And like right now, he has assigned his value to football. And now that he can't play football, he thinks that he's trash and he's worthless and nobody wants to be my friend. Nobody wants to love me. Sir, cut it. Because you just decided that you really wanted to be a football player this season. So just please cut it. It's not even that deep. Like, I think Jordan, and I definitely need to really, once I get back to LA, y'all, I'm going to focus on making my identity video about Jordan as well as Olivia because he is struggling right now with identity and with his value. And it's so sad because he has everything and he feels like he has nothing. What, Naya? What do you say? Oh, Lord, Erica. I don't know about that, sis. Jordan needs to find Frims said Jordan needs to find himself outside of football before him and Simone think about a wedding. Well, they already married, so and they had a very beautiful wedding that inspired additional love. Y'all really don't think that they have chemistry? Wow. I'm gonna make a separate video about Jermone this week. And we're gonna have to talk about this a little bit more. Before I start to wind this down, I also wanted to let you guys know Maya, which most of you who have checked out my lives before and are subbies on this channel, you know about Team Bane behind the scenes that is helping me do all this and keeping me afloat, child, and keeping me together. Right now, I actually have recruited. Crystal, you ready to get on camera? I recruited my cousin to help me. I'll plug her socials in the description box down below. But Maya will be back in a few weeks. She took a few weeks off, and we are going to be doing a model search for the merch. We're building out this really cool thing. We have these freaking amazing plans for our merch. So check this out. Are you a fan of All American, a subby of Erica Vane TV, and currently living in the Los Angeles area? If that is you, I'm looking for you. Erica Vane TV is looking for new models for the merch, and I would love it if I could actually have the subscribers be the amazing models. Are you interested in free merch, meeting me, Erica Vane, and having an awesome time on set in beautiful locations throughout Los Angeles? If so, click this link and submit yourself to be an Erica Vane TV merch model. Applications are now open. Again, click the link that you see in the description box down below or go to the link that you see on the screen right now and submit yourself to be an Erica Vane TV merch model. Good luck, and I cannot wait to see y'all. This is my niece Aubrey, y'all. Say hi. She's the cutest thing ever, right? So yes, y'all. We are going to be. I'm going to have the link in the description box of this video, as well as all of the videos for the rest of this week. If you are in the LA area, your girl E is looking for you. I would love for y'all to be the face of the merch, and we have some really cool shoots planned. That's going to be awesome, and I would love to get y'all involved. So if you're interested, you're in the LA area, and you want to do a little bit of modeling, make sure that you click the link in the description box down below so that you can join me. All right, let me get into these comments a little bit. Yes, Nia, we are going to do a season 3 rewatch because those was lit. And I feel so bad sometimes because I'm in my comment section and I'm like, some of the stuff that people are talking about and asking questions about, we went into so much detail about when we did our rewatch on the first hiatus. Like, y'all got so much clearer idea of like how I felt about specific things, specifically Olivia, because I know a lot of y'all struggle with how honest I am about her or how honest I am in reference to what my feelings are about her. And I think that a lot of people were able to really understand what I was saying, and then also understand like there are some really great things about Layla that people don't want to give her credit for because everybody is so focused on the shipping and I'm just over it. But the Layla Olivia thing is way more complicated than we want to give credit to, and I feel like the rewatch has really allowed us to drop in. I can't. Okay. They're saying hi to you, Bree. Hi. Oh my goodness. All right, y'all. We're about to wrap up. I think that's everything. Of course, my episode 12 breakdown will be live tomorrow. If you haven't already, go and check out This Week on Erica Vane TV. I have that video, which I'm going to try to make sure we do every single week so that y'all know what I have planned to come out. I know that YouTube is like not giving y'all notifications when I'm posting videos and all of that. So we're working on how we can make sure that we keep you in the know. We're also going to be actually accepting everybody into our Discord on Friday. So that will go live on Friday. If you've already applied to get in the Discord, all of the actual acceptances will start on Friday. And then after that, we'll be able to, just let you in on a rolling basis. I love y'all so much. Thank you so much for supporting me, for showing up. We're going to talk more in the comment section down below. There's 3 videos, well, actually 2 videos that happened over the weekend that are like super, super lit. So the video about Chris and Olivia, as well as the video about Spencer and his superhero syndrome. So if you haven't seen that already, make sure that you go and check that out after this video. It'll be linked in the comment section down below as well. Blow my kiss, Bree. Cannot with you. I cannot. Make sure that you guys isn't she cute? I just am so obsessed. I'm gonna miss her the most. because I'm leaving Baltimore 6 a.m. That's why I had to cut this live short, y'all, because I definitely got a flight to catch. So um I will see y'all in the comment section in my videos this week. I love you guys so much. Thank you so much for supporting me. If you have any questions or anything, make sure that you put them in the comment section or send me an email. If you haven't already, we have an email, hey team Vane@gmail. If you ever want to send any messages, you have anything going on, you want to let me know about anything, or if you haven't watched my video clearing the air talking about the bullying and harassment, and if you're experiencing anything, you can use that email to send us messages as well. Yeah, that's all I got. I love y'all. See you in my next amazing video. Say bye. And check out the merch. Pose, Bree.